the doors to Extraordinary Growth Academy is open. This is my, if you like, signature program, an ultimate playground of consciousness for the purpose of extraordinary business growth. So this program, which is a 6 months long program, is also, of course, business building program. This is where we bring energetics, very precise energetics of extraordinary business growth into every aspect of our business, and with that our lives too. So it's about marrying what we do, the strategy in business, with the most powerful energy of self. So it's where we grow as a women, as a CEOs, as thinkers, as creators, and create mind-blowing results through process of, if you like, energetic accession, growth. Yes. So of course, it's my warm invitation for you to consider joining us. And I will tell you a lot more, of course, about the Extraordinary Growth Academy. There is a lot of information on the page, which I did put in a description, but perhaps the best way to learn about what it may be like and how exactly is we are creating this extraordinary growth inside of Extraordinary Growth Academy is through those who experienced it already. So I brought here 2 of my gorgeous Extraordinary Growth Academy clients who joined exactly 6 months ago. And they're very different because one is, you could say, business veteran. She's been in her business, she's been doing her business, I hope I got it right, for 18 years, I think. The other one started her business the day she signed up for Extraordinary Growth Academy. That's the day when she signed up her first client. And here is the thing, it actually doesn't matter where you are right now in a business journey for you to benefit massively, and for you to, perhaps for this to be one of the most life-changing experiences of your life. What matters is who you are, where you want to go, and how you want to get there. Who you are as a person, where you want to go, and how you want to get there. Yes, we're all about growth and extraordinary growth. We're all about making a huge difference in other people's lives. And our own. We're all about ultimate self-expression, but it's important to us, to each client inside of Extraordinary Growth Academy, and me as a blessed holder of this powerful container, how we do this, how we go about that extraordinary growth. We're not here to do it by more pushing and pulling and being a wounded man and wounded women. We are here to do it through new level of leadership, energetic leadership, in completely aligned way, in alignment with our divine, feminine, powerful nature. And I strongly believe this is the way to do business for decades to come. The old way of doing business, where we put the masks on, where we go and learn somebody else's strategies and implement them to dot, hoping that it will work, where we work long hours, where we create that feast and famine, and whole area of other issues, it's over. It's really time to step into the next level of leadership and run the business from our higher self, so we can let that life that wants to flow through us flow fully and impact many people and our own, live our dreams in aligned way. That is why it's important how you want to do it, because of course this is the energetics which of course changed my life first and foremost, is not the only way how you can create great success in business. There are many entrepreneurs who are very successful running purely on masculine energy, but it's exhausting, right? And probably it's not sustainable for many of us. I like magic, I like ease, I like alignment, I like purpose. So that's how we do it. So without further ado, I'm going to bring one of those wonderful clients on a screen. And through her journey, you will start to understand how that growth, that external growth and personal energetic growth can be unique to each of you. And I believe we will touch on different elements of Academy as well. Okay, so Inga, my darling, I'm going to bring you on.
Here we go.
Oh,
Hi.
lovely to see you.
Nice to see you too, Lenka. How are you going?
I'm great, thank you. And thank you so
Good.
much for joining us. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. So Inga, of course, it's a first logical question. Share with us who you are, what do you do in the world?
Yeah, I am. I just turned 44. I'm a Norwegian. I live in Norway, and I've been running my business for 18 years, as you quite correctly said.
I got it right.
Yeah, you got it right. Yay! And I've been working with a lot of things, but I've been a freelancer and entrepreneur for those years. And today I teach freelancers how to get better focus and more structure so that they can actually have a business that they love instead of running around being stressed and all those things. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So that's what I'm doing primarily. Yeah.
Beautiful. And you joined External Growth Academy 6 months ago. Can you share with us why?
Yes, because I had tried so many things and nothing worked. So I figured, okay, here goes nothing. Let's try. Because what you say about marrying energy and business, that the combination is not new to me, but it's new to me to try it. So when I started in May, that's when I started EGA, I started by writing down my limiting beliefs because I figured that I had a few. I had gone bankrupt 8 years before that. I had been through a lot of ups and downs, and that had created some beliefs that I really wanted to challenge. So, but I didn't have time to work on them. But throughout summer, I followed the modules, and around August, I was sitting down to really start working on my limiting beliefs because now you have to get to it, right? And it was like they didn't belong to me anymore. I was looking at them, and they were not mine. I couldn't even recognize them. And I'm like, what has happened here? Because I've always, used to work so hard. I always used to rely on action. I'm a very action-oriented, logical person, And even though I've studied energy for all those years, I never were able to combine my business and the energy part. I never was able to literally attract much. I was stuck basically on the same level financially and in business for years. And I couldn't fix my bankruptcy, no matter how hard I tried. I mean, it wasn't that much, but it was, about 200,000 euros. So it was a bit, but I couldn't even fix it, no matter how hard I worked. And I used to look up to people that worked hard. My family, my father, my mother worked hard. All my role models were hard workers. None were entrepreneurs. None worked smart. So throughout the autumn, I followed the modules. I started replacing some of my action with daily energy work just to see if it worked. And I started journaling. I started doing a bit more of the things that you recommended doing. And what I noticed is that throughout the autumn, my frequencies have become a lot stronger. Like I noticed I attract, even though I'm not aware of it, I attract things. And I had a launch this autumn, and I haven't sort of expanded too much into where I'm supposed to go, but it was one of my old courses that I was going to relaunch. And that launch, I changed nothing when it came to action. I did nothing different from the previous launch, which was like 3 months earlier. I changed nothing, but I tripled the results. So I had my first multi-six-figure launch without changing anything. So that sort of proved to me that my energies had changed and my frequencies had changed in order to bring about those changes, because I hadn't done nothing differently. And after that, it's like, I'm just feeling this weird feeling of being expanded. Everything has expanded, but I'm at the same time grounded, which I never was before. So it has worked, literally.
Wow, Inga. Okay, I want you to hear this again. You created the first multiple six-figure launch by doing nothing differently.
Did nothing different. I used the same emails, the same material, the same course. I had the same audience. I actually attracted 200 more people on my list, but that was about it. And this is a niche product. freelance translation. You know, it's not a massive thing that everyone wants. So it's amazing. Yeah.
How much in terms of time would it normally take you to create that much revenue and clients in that short period of time?
I did this in a week, and I would spend 2 years on it at least.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you would have normally created in 2 years,
Mm.
you create it in a week. Now, this is some timeline collapsing. And by the way, huge congratulations. We will get a little bit to nitty-gritty of that. But I want to bring the point here, Inga, and I know you can appreciate it. This is beautiful, beautiful example of what it means when we say that your energy is the most communicative, the most powerful asset in your business, because you did everything the same. You know, with words, we communicate part of the message. With I mean, written word or marketing materials or whatever you teach, you know, how you serve, we communicate part of the message. With energy, you communicate everything. There is no hiding, correct? Yeah. There is no hiding, because clients are picking up, and we other way around on each other's energy. Subconsciously, we cannot help that. So this is beautiful demonstration of how working on self and on our energy, that you can dramatically change results. So thank you so much for sharing that, Inga. Now I know that it wasn't all straight line for you, right? So tell us about that bit where you found tricky.
Well, I had a few tricky parts because my logic is so strong. I've always, as I said, relied on action and logic to carry me through. And what I found challenging is that, you know, I had to work on things that I didn't understand. I didn't, the processes, the changes that happened in me, they made me feel really bad for a while at some points, you know, throughout. And I wrecked the relationship with my best friend. Literally, I think I subconsciously wrecked it for a reason, but it's like everything fell into place after that. I noticed that things that I was going through, the processes were challenging because I didn't recognize them as energetic processes. I saw them as resistance and problems and challenges, but at the same time, I was aware that this might be something different than that. But it's really, yeah, I was going to say painful when you go through so much work in yourself in such a short time. And I honestly didn't do much. That was the whole, that's what I really can't understand with my logical brain, because obviously this has happened in the background, in my subconscious, because I even told myself before starting EJ that this time you are going to follow through. You're going to follow the modules. You're going to do the workbooks. You're going to do everything that she tells you to do, because I keep pushing things, you know, ahead. I'm too busy for this. And lo and behold, I wasn't able to. So I started pushing things ahead. And so literally, I didn't follow the process that you outlined, but I listened to the modules. So just learning and integrating what you taught was enough for my subconscious to start. And the first proof that I had was that I didn't recognize my limiting beliefs. Like, where did they go? I mean, they were here, like literally 3 months ago, and they're not here anymore. And that was weird.
Yes. In fact, if you don't mind me saying this, so the curriculum or the modules, as Inga mentioned, I built them over the last 6 months, has brought a new level of energy and everything in that, and very precise energetics in different aspects. There is energy in itself. I mean, that's why I say, yes, it's business program. We're doing it for the business, but it's the energy container. So of course, as you were listening, you were working on yourself. You were not doing the full journaling. You know, each client is different. And I say always use intuitive, and I teach you inside of the academy, intuitive approach to learning. So you could say that you didn't do all of the workbooks or all of that, but you did do the work. You were listening to the curriculum, right? So. All right, that's brilliant. Could you just overall, you know, who do you feel is Extraordinary Growth Academy for? Who would you recommend it to?
Well, I thought it was before starting. I was a bit apprehensive because I was thinking, okay, maybe this is only for coaches and this is only for people who are quite intuitive and spiritual and, you know, not like me, the logical one. And what I experienced has just made me realize that this is probably the most powerful program. I mean, I've been in business for 18 years and I've been studying programs for almost as long. And I have never seen anything like this in my life. It's for those who want to, as you say, not push so hard, not just work so hard, and have a better approach to your business that sort of includes yourself, your intuition, your everything, and your energy. Because I think, as you said, this is for the decades to come. I was following you before starting EGA for a while, and when you said that energy and business together creates a better result, that I was sold just from that, because that made sense. Even my logical brain got that, right? It made sense. So, I mean, it's even for people like me. I'm not a coach. I am a course creator. I'm an entrepreneur. I create training courses. So, and for freelancers and freelance translators, etc. So it is basically for everyone who wants to do business differently and get different results, not throughout that old pushy style that you've done for so long, but, you know, through a whole integrated way of working.
Beautiful.
So I would say literally for anyone, but not if you are, you know, if you don't believe in energy, if you think that energy doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. Now, if you think that that's a hoax, then you shouldn't be there.
Sure. And so you went and you've done so much work, Inga, you know, through however you did that, you know, in that container. Almost, I want to say, but I'm not, you know, that you alchemized into almost like several decades of what was stopping you, you know?
Yeah.
Can you, if you're open to it, could you share with us how it impacted you beyond your business?
Yes. The way that I started viewing my my time changed, because I started prioritizing the time to myself a lot more. As I said, I started doing daily energy work, but I also started, you know, sleeping more and relaxing more. I started working out. I've actually had a steady workout routine with a personal trainer for the last 2 months, and I couldn't last a week, seriously, in the past. It's like my whole system has grounded itself in the understanding that I am as important as my business, as my family, as everything else. And because I'm the sole provider as well for my family, I've been for the last few years because of my husband's health conditions. So I've always sort of thought, okay, business first, family then, and then maybe if there's any time left, me. That has changed completely. I basically I'm baffled. I eat better. I've lost weight. It's like the whole thing has impact way beyond the business, and also the way that I treat people. It's like I've come home into myself in a different way. I said the frequencies had changed, and that had also to do with the fact that in the past I used to skip on the top of things. I used to, you know, move from one thing to the other very fast, and I would start a new business thing, or I would do something very fast because I couldn't sort of rest into what I was doing. That is completely changed. So I think that's also creating part of, you know, why for the first time, honestly, I've had a rough 8 years since my son was born. I was declared bankrupt when I was 5 months pregnant. I was declared personally bankrupt, not just business bankrupt. And I had a postnatal depression that went on, that didn't, no one noticed it because I was busy working, you know, surviving, keeping my business. And there has been times when I thought, this life sucks. Literally, this life sucks. And that's sort of also where I was in May when I signed up for EGA. It's like, you know, the last straw that, okay, I'll try to cling on to that, see if that works, because I'm at my wit's end, right? And now to be able to, I mean, it's only been 6 months, but for me to be able to say that, you know, I wake up in the morning and I smile, I can't wait for the day to start. I'm like, and I said in the car, I was driving the car by myself yesterday. I'm like, I love my life. And there was no one listening to me, but I just had to scream it because it's everything is like as close to perfect as I can get. I haven't fixed my bankruptcy. I haven't expanded my business to where it's supposed to be. It doesn't matter. Everything has changed. And
Yes.
I got goosebumps just saying this because it's so true.
Yes, this is absolutely priceless, and I really want to bring and this makes me cry because, you know, of course we're doing this for the purpose of extraordinary business growth. And I also want to be completely honest with you. My intention for the program and how I build the program is really open, as in for the highest good of all involved. So as much as a business coach, I love to see fast results and great results. I don't know when they will come, how will they come, but it comes as a result of this. As a result of this, some women, they sort out their state and themselves as a person first, their results that come after. Some straight go into the first quantum results and everything else will follow. It's unique. It's truly, truly unique, the journey, but this is why we're doing it for. That's the high level of consciousness. So thank you so much, Inga.
You're welcome.
Really honored and happy for you and happy for all your clients, you know, that you will touch. So thank you.
There'll be so many of them.
Yes. So beautiful. Inga, just share with us, just in case some, of course, that you know how it works. Oh, who is Inga? Where to find you?
If you see my on the screen, you see my surname, Konto Christos. If you add .com after that, you got my website, and that's where you can find out a bit more. It's a bit in the rough making as we go, but it's there's some information there. And if you want to learn more about freelancing, you can sign up there.
Excellent. Inga, thank you so much for your time. I much appreciate you.
Thanks for having me here, Lenka. Thank you so much for everything that you've given.
All right.
Take
care
so much.
For now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Isn't she wonderful? She made me cry. Okay, so that was wonderful, Inga. If you like, one representation of woman who's been in business for a while. When Inga came, she was definitely, for those of you who are in Miracle Woman experience, you will understand the by me logician consciousness, which is very, very common, but open to more. So the how for Inga was embracing the modules, material, and listening. So I'll just tell you a little bit the structure, how this container works. We have got, of course, the curriculum consisting of 12 modules. So these are partially videos. So that's what was Inga saying, watching the modules, where we go into energetics and marinate into strategy in different area of business and our own psyche. So we're working on ourselves, we're working on our business, from branding, positioning, creation of the programs, you name it, self-expression, communicate, you name it. Very rich, very rich. So there are the modules. There are bi-weekly, twice with me, group coaching and Q&A calls. In these calls, of course, I bring you always something fresh, the energetics where we are now, what the group needs. And I coach, I answer the questions. We have the group, of course, where you can come any time of the day and ask for support, share your successes, let others celebrate you, let others support you, let me support you, let my associate coach support you. So we've got a group, and we have got other support calls. Twice a month, there is a session with Tatiana, my head associate coach. This time it will be the two so-called CEO roundtables. So this is where you can meet other sisters inside of academy, where you can have accountability, networking, learn from each other, exchange notes, and a bit of coaching as well. So it will give you that, you know, community of powerful women. So that's what the calls are. And we have also one phenomenal copywriter who comes once a month to give us feedback on authentic copywriting, and she's phenomenal. So, but you can read all about that. But that is the container, if you like. It's perfect environment. I believe perfect environment for all conscious women or who are open to marry the energetics and business to create extraordinary growth, to allow you to marry it and release that power of your energy fully. All right, now we've got somebody else, our darling Sophia, who I said already. Sophia started her business the day she signed up. So I want to hear about that. Of course, I know she's done really well, but that will be different experience, you see. Sophia, darling, hello.
Hello. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Lovely to have you. Please introduce yourself, who you are, what you do in the world.
Okay. So I'm Sofia Adamova. That's the name I use. I used it when I wrote and published the book 15 years ago, so it stayed with me. And I'm an energetics coach and business mentor, and I work primarily with new entrepreneurs in their first year, help them to get from 0 to 5-figure months consistently.
Wonderful, wonderful. So share with us again, you joined Extraordinary Growth Academy 6 months ago. What made you? What, how, why?
Well, that was a miracle on its own. 3 months prior to that, I suddenly realized that was my mission to relaunch my coaching career, because I started coaching 15 years ago, but I never really pursued it because I was scared of public speaking and go on stage. And that stopped me completely. And I knew I would come back at some point. So 9 months ago, I thought, that's brilliant. I should go back to coaching. I was kind of researching who to work with, because I knew business coach is absolutely essential to move forward. And I already had a coach in mind. It was somebody I kind of already decided to go with her. And then suddenly I saw your advertising. There was the event for EGA. I don't remember the name, unlocking your millionaire's codes. That second, I knew that was you. And I had to wait painful 5 weeks before you actually opened the door. But I knew that very second. And actually, at that point, I didn't even have any paying clients. I was just like trying out, doing some free challenges. And on the day I signed with you, I had my first one-to-one private high-ticket client. So I was like, I knew it was destined to happen. And since that, the journey just went in a crazy way. Listening to your activation meditation every single day for like 90 days. And then I just knew that one-to-one was not really my way to go. And I was really called to start group coaching, which was crazy considering I was so new to this digital space. And like, how would I even find people who would work with me in a group capacity? So I made myself like a deadline. This is the date I want to sign minimum 3 people so I can work in a group capacity. And literally 2 hours before my deadline expired, I signed up 3 people. All happened within like hours. And again, I was practicing the meditation. I was working with energy. I was connecting to my high self. I was getting all this insight and nudges. And I believe that's what made it happen. So that was my journey to begin with.
Beautiful, beautiful. So where is your business now then? So we started from 0. So 6 months later?
Well, 6 months later, my first 5-figure month was in August, then September, and then October, I actually reached my 5 figures within 2 days. And again, that was something I was working on energy level, and something which led me to create a mini course called Total Energetics Reboot, which basically restarts you in 10 days. And I came back after that, and in 2 days, I reached my income goal for the month. So right now, 3 months now.
That's absolutely beautiful. So that's again quite bloody super. You know, I want to give you like big one, really super accelerating. That's absolutely amazing. Now, what I want to pause here, okay? And this is gonna be quite important because we will have women here who will be called, you know, to Extraordinary Growth Academy and working with energetics. You were, if you like, brand new in the business, the digital space.
Absolutely.
Did you have any like doubts? I'm new. I mean, not. Was there anything like that? Could you share with me, please?
Yes. In fact, the only doubt I had, because you mentioned that 6 months ago, you mentioned that this program is not for new entrepreneurs. I was like, no, I really want to work with you. I decided, it was decision made, and like was no way out of it. So you actually said that, but it didn't stop me. I just listened to my intuition and went ahead, and I realized it was the best decision I ever made. Because in your program, it was absolutely everything I needed to grow. Strategy with blended with energy. Tell
me a little more then, because so what is it, everything that you needed? So did you find, instead of EGA, the strategy for starting digital business?
Well, absolutely everything is covered in these 12 modules, and I was like the best student. I was doing everything, filling all the workbooks, listening to, always being live every single time. I just did everything, like like at school, the students with the A grades. And for me, every time I came to a challenge, for example, like first time I was launching, that was exactly the module you were delivering on that specific topic, because they were like opening once at a time, like dripping. And it was miraculously, every time I was kind of again at like hitting the brick wall, like what to do next, new module would answer all my questions. So for me, it was integrated process, everything was there. I never felt like something was lacking. And if I needed something specific, I would just go and get like a mini course on that. But everything you need, it's there. Absolutely everything.
Thank you so much, Sophia. That's amazing to hear. Yes, so again, the curriculum, how it's built, and I spent quite a lot of time on that curriculum, and you feel it, right? Because it's, of course, comes from the energetics and intention and everything, and it's actually will meet you where you're at, because the energetics part, that's applicable to, doesn't matter where you're in business. We do, I have women who are making already 100K months. And, we just had one of those women was making like 80, 90K, and she leaped into 500, 600K months. So, but we have women that, like Sophia, starting from the first client, and the energy bit will really meet you where you're at and support you to grow you, in business and life. And then how you integrate it into strategy, you'll get a guidance, as this is for the, if you like, the skill building. Yes, because some of us have got different skills that we'll want to develop, and this is for integration of energetics. So you will be guided there, but I think what is important, and I should mention it here, and you'll probably agree, we don't want to expect it to have every miniature answer or hand holding as, oh, Sophia, come here, I will show you how to build your first landing page. Right?
It's not like that.
So you need to have that level of, what is it?
Self-reliance, take responsibility, because it's only you who can build a business.
Sure.
Obviously, we have all the support we needed in the AGA, but ultimately I knew it was me who had to build the business. And I decided that on the day one. So whenever I needed support, I can always ask questions, but I took responsibility fully that I will be the one who will build this business and learn everything I need and get information from wherever I need.
Yes.
But I felt like I was totally supported and had access to everything. And I was even surprised how much strategy you included, because as a new entrepreneur, strategy was on my mind, and energetics work was amazing. But again, just because you mentioned like, oh, it's not for new ones, I kind of had this thing, what if it would be not enough strategy there? But everything was there in perfect place, in perfect sequence.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so you get a picture here. Yes, Sophia, this is absolutely phenomenal. Would you have any other recommendation, maybe who is not for, or who is it for? Any other last words on this?
Well, I guess it's definitely not for people who are not ready to take responsibility and know that in the end, they are the creator of their lives, and who are there to be spoon-fed and rely like you're going to deliver them the results. That's not what's going to happen. We have to take responsibility. I believe this is number one.
Yes, yes, that's beautifully said, and it's very true. Even though I almost if you like the love and light bringer, I hold that huge love for you. I hold that potential that you have, and I of course show you, look here, but I'm not mothering my clients ever. or you know, isn't it? You know, so sometimes I know that sometimes even the feedback can be a little bit tough, or you know, so definitely it's really what I teach, you know, deliver from empowered space, allow you to do the work. Sophia, beautiful. Where can clients find you?
SofiaAdamova.com, or Instagram even better, at SofiaAdamova. Yeah, that's where I am, and it's easier way to connect with me.
Wonderful. I'm truly grateful for you. Such an honor, Sophia. Would you do it again?
Absolutely.
All right, beautiful. Thank you so much for your time, your beautiful sunshine. And here is to more and more of your growth, okay? So much love. Bye-bye. So my wonderfuls, these are the couple of clients, quite different. So really, we have lots of incredible souls in the program. And if you resonate, I would absolutely love to mentor you and consider the opportunity. It's going to be open for the next 8 days until end of next Friday. So plenty of time. But I always love to reward and give a little nudge to those of you that just already intuitively know this is right for you and I'm ready to take action, like Sophia knew, right? For instance. So if you know that this is for you. So I have got insanely amazing bonus, fast act bonus this time for 24 hours. And this is, I'm saying insane bonus because it is insane. And it came to me as I was energetically preparing for the next round of Extraordinary Growth Academy, and it felt expansive. And then the logician came in and said, it's too much, or are you overgiving, etc., etc. But anyway, so the insane fast act bonus is that not only will I lovingly welcome you in Academy, and we will have 6 months of this high-level group coaching, energetic experience about marrying the business and or strategy and energy. You can do it twice. So you will do 2 rounds of Academy, meaning you will have 12 months of high-level group coaching with me and all the resources that are in Academy. So this is a really hefty, big bonus. So you can go through 2 big growth curves, should you choose. So, you know, 12 months. I mean, consider what can happen in 6 months and 12 months. It gives me goosebumps. So I'll have you for 12 months to guide you. Yay! So that's the bonus. I also want to mention, and I think I'm gonna finish here because otherwise we can talk. I could talk forever. But throughout the week, look, when I launch, I like to do it from a way that is value driven. So of course, I will do my best to give you inspiration and to allow yourself to say yes, because the way I see it, that let's say if you're in Miracle Woman experience, if you resonate with my teachings, if it's been helping you, most likely this can be massively transformational for you and you are ready. But of course, we have our logical minds, we have our limitations, etc. So of course, throughout the next 8 days, I will support you as much as I can without actually forcing and pushing. I would never, ever do that. So, but if that you feel at some level it's right for you and you feel limitations, reach out, ask us, and I will also create content. One of them is tomorrow when I will run actually a session here about how to break the pattern of I can't afford it and how to make the right buying decision. So let's say for those of you who say, oh, this sounds amazing, I feel intuitively this will really help me, but money is not there, be there tomorrow. I will help you. And of course, this will help you for other buying decisions as well, not just in the context of Academy. So throughout these 8 days, I will inspire you. I will be uncovering the more details about the Academy. We'll bring in you some more clients. We've got pretty much like every day, one client will come and share their story because they're all different. They have got unique stories, unique experiences. So we will be bringing you clients and ask questions, right? So one other thing I will mention, however, for today, apart from Fast Act bonus, is the VIP elite option. So for me, everyone who steps into Extraordinary Growth Academy, you are true VIP. It's about truly embodying that limitless millionaire, limitless miracle within you. You are truly VIP. And I would love to think I treat you as such. But there will be some of you that you have got really already established business and you will be just in a queen mentality. I want absolutely the highest level of support. And I've got that. So that is what the VIP elite level is for. This is essentially EGA mastermind for 10 women only, where I will meet with you regularly with 10 minutes only, and it includes one-on-one session and other sessions. So it's practically like one-on-one coaching. It's essentially the highest level of support. So just in case it might be for you, there is a little bit of information on there on the website for VIP upgrade, VIP elite upgrades. You can read about it. Of course, the investment is very different. It's multiple 5 figures. So I want to be open with you. But if that's you and that's where your business is at, and you want that highest level support, then you can apply or you can ask me for a chat. Either way, I do hope that I will see you the other side of that academy. So I would love to have you there. So step in, ask, leap in. I'm here for you. I'm here for you today. I will be here for you for another 8 days. Let's do this together.